We have a lot of beer in front of me right now, which is fantastic on a Tuesday morning. As you know, the U.S. takes on Belgium today in the World Cup. And if the World Cup were played in beer, who would win? It's a big conversation. The topic of beer in the World Cup is now bubbling around in the highest offices of the two nations. Beer expert Marty Jones is here with a look at U.S. versus Belgium beer. Good morning here, Marty. I got to tell you know, Colorado is pretty much like the Napa Valley of beer.
We really are, yeah.
We've been saying that all morning long, but what are some of the best beers here in America?
Well, in America, some of these you see here before us. We have Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Russian River's Pliny the Elder, some Stone beer, some great beers from Colorado as well.
So a great variety here. How about over here? We're talking Belgian beer.
Well, Belgian beer, I mean, if we're comparing the teams and who's going to win, Belgium has an advantage in that they have about 1,500 years with more experience making beer than Americans do. This brewery here, Orville, dates back to 1070. So they got a lot of history and a lot of innovation of creating some of the world's greatest styles of beer.
Well, we have a lot of history here too in America.
We do too.
When it comes to beer, how would you compare the two, between the Belgian beer and the American beer?
Well, like I say, they have more history than we do. They have a great sense of innovation. Many of these beers you see gathered here are brewed by Trappist monks, religious orders. So when it comes to divine intervention, I think the odds are in their favor in the game, so in the competition. But for the U.S., over the past 20 years, American beers have become stronger than their Belgian counterparts. We have strength and muscle. We have our own sense of American innovation, of picking up skills, including mastery of some Belgian styles. And we also have momentum, which, as you know, in sports and in beer, momentum is crucial, right?
That's exactly right, especially this time of year in the World Cup. The U.S., it's do or die now. We have to get to the next stage. I got to ask you, you're the beer expert here. When it comes down to the beer and the attributes of these countries, who's going to win the game today?
Well, it's tough to say since Belgium is a country that American craft brewers look to. They're our hero. But we have a distinct advantage, and it's right here, hops. We have more hops in American beer than Belgian beers. They use it, but not as heartily and heavily as we do. And as you know, in beer and in sports, if you can out-hop your opponent, that's a plus, right?
And plus, we have plenty of momentum.
That's right.
We have plenty of momentum out here. Did we get to taste these beers, by the way?
Absolutely. You want to try one of these?
Yes.
You
what
want
do we
Belgian
have here?
or American?
You know what? I'm going to go with the American.
I think that's a great idea.
I think so too.
That's a classic American beer. Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Jim Koch, one of the pioneers of American beer, started with a family recipe in his garage and is now the largest selling craft beer in America. And a great beer, just a wonderful beer.
I can definitely taste those hops.
Yes, sir.
And as you said, you know, that's what we need today, because with the hoppy beer, we need those hops, just like athletes. They need to have those hops to have the advantage in a lot of sports, especially football.
That's right. You can't head into goal if you can't out-hop your opponent, right?
All right, exactly right. Well, Marty Jones, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you.
Breaking this down. Team USA. We're going to go all the way. I don't know what you think.
I think so. I think we can relax as long as we're drinking American beer during the game.
Well, I was also going to tell you, it's a big party over the British Bulldog. I was there on Thursday, and they have a lot of American beer. It's all about the Americans there. Well, thanks again, Marty. Thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.